proud of. Favorite project of mine that I've ever made. One that I'm most proud of. I'm pretty proud. I don't know. I have favorites for different reasons. There's really a Wolf I'm obviously very proud of because it was a stellar debut. I hit it out of the park. It's classic. Zoo I'm proud of because I think it really captured the essence of what I was going through perfectly. I just wish if I could go back, I would take off Our Time and From a Distance, and I would wait about 3 more months until I had recorded Nobody Knows. But there was no way for me to know that I was about to record Nobody Knows. But Nobody Knows would have fit on Zoo perfectly, and I would have put Back to Life. So I would have put Back to Life and Nobody Knows on Zoo and taken off Our Time and From a Distance, and I think that would have been a perfect album. I think Shake the Snow Globe was pretty perfect, though. So I don't know. What is your... Oh, response couldn't be shared. Try again. No thanks. I'll take that as a sign. Maybe it's not meant to be spoken on, What is your favorite song you've created, and what was your most difficult song? Favorite song? Can't pick. Most difficult? Probably Cherry Hill. That's why it sucks to sing that live. If that shit wasn't platinum, I would not sing that live because it's really hard to sing live. Because in the booth, it took me 90 fucking takes to do it. On stage, you have to do it in 1, and that's just not even how I did it. So, it's tough. Why don't you do 3-verse songs? Honestly, I was very early on the 2-verse, 2-minute in and out wave. Because I have ADHD type shit. I don't feel like I've never been diagnosed, but I feel like I got ADHD. And I rarely make it through a full song. Even some of my favorite songs, I'm not like listening to the... I'm not listening to that at the outro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm out of here. 2 minutes in, I'm out of here. I'm on to the next shit. Next. It's like my brain is just moving a mile a minute, and I'm just trying to hear the next shit. So, me personally, I don't like really long songs. Even as a fan, How did you come up with Goodbye? It was a true story, and I had heard that sample, and I was like, wow, this would be crazy if I chopped this. Did you really feel the way that you fell in your songs? Yes. I feel like that was self-explanatory. What shows/movies did you watch binge while on the tour bus? What? I watched Bad Guys. Classic. There's a couple good ones. I forget, though. That tour's a blur. Tour's a blur. But Eminem has very long songs, bro. Okay. I love Eminem. He's in my top 5. That comment right there reminds me of the meme where you go on the internet and say you love oranges and someone says, so you hate fucking mangoes? I literally said I personally don't like long songs. And then someone says, but Eminem has long songs. But what about Eminem? But Eminem has long songs. Okay. Now what? I love Eminem. He's the reason why I started rapping. But okay. Oh, man. Yeah, me and Kaylani have a song out that got royally slept on. It's okay. Bit of a gut punch, though. Sheesh. It's called Take You Back. It's remarkable. Yeah, you should go listen to that. Why did you never collab with Mac? I didn't know him. Never met him, didn't know him. Rest in peace. Very talented guy. My favorite verse ever? That's tough. Dream feature? Dream features? A couple, man. Jay-Z, Drake, M, 50. Kanye, J. Cole. Yeah, I've done a lot of my dream features though, which I'm happy about, obviously. Oh, I would love to do something with Kid Cudi. Definitely another dream feature. Do you have any weaknesses that you're actively working? Do I have any weaknesses? Yeah, of course I have weaknesses. What weaknesses do I have? Let me just sift through my inventory here. I just want to get better at patience and communication. For sure. Rapping or singing? Both. I love both. I love both. Can't dunk. Lies. Lies. I can't dunk? Okay. Okay. I can definitely dunk. What a joke. I can definitely dunk. Are you fucking kidding? It's so fucking disrespectful. I'm just kidding. Let me look at some more questions. Here we go. What is your schedule or routine for going into the studio making music? Is it every day? It's damn near every day, yeah. Because like I said, I try to show up even when I'm not motivated. Tonight, for example, I was super tired. I was watching this new series on Hulu. And I don't know. I was just like, nah, you know what? Let me just go into the studio and see what happens. So came down here and I made something super fast and it's really awesome. And I was like, see, if I would have just stayed upstairs, I don't, refine the skill and make something that I love. So I try to come in here every day. It's obviously not like, every day, but I try. What is your creative process? Do you just have time where you kind of come up with ideas, or do they just hit you? How did someone know I'm watching The Bear? That's crazy. I am watching that. My creative process, ideas just kind of hit me. One of the perks of being a producer is that I get to kind of be the catalyst of the idea. A lot of artists really can't do much if there's no production, no beats. So being a producer, I get to come downstairs in the studio and make beats. Even if I don't, quote unquote, feel like rapping or singing, or I don't have any song concepts I want to talk about, my producer hat goes on and I make a beat. And then that can inspire a song. And all of a sudden, boom. You said, I don't know. That's sad, Russ. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I said, I don't know to what, and what makes it sad. I feel like I have not said anything that's sad so far. So I'd like to know so we can just deep dive into that. Manchester set list yet or too early? Let me tell y'all something. If I got a list of 200 things I'm thinking about, number 380 is tour. It's so the last thing I'm thinking about, bro. I'm sitting at the house trying to just reset and be present. Tour takes a lot out of me. So, why did you never make a music video for Bankrupt? I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted and just devastated, man. I'm devastated. Why do I not have a music video for Bankrupt? Can someone please, can I pass this off to a handler and someone can just... Am I ready for the Saudi show? Of course. Of course. Paddington instrumental. I was gonna put the instrumental up. I just forgot, to be honest. Oh my god, people are actually going along with this and think I don't have a music video to Bankrupt. Ugh, man. Man. Will I ever come do a show in Indianapolis? I just did one last October. Tell me, my boy. Okay, for those who are lost, someone said I'm so lost. All right, someone said, why didn't I put out a music video for Bankrupt? I trolled and went along with it because I can't believe they don't know that there's literally a music video for Bankrupt. There, caught up to speed. 3 things you do every time you're in the studio. I don't really have like strict routines. 3 things I do every time I'm in the studio. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything that I have to do, Otherwise I can't focus or, I don't know. I honestly don't have anything that I like some routine when I walk into the studio, like light incense and turn this and do that. I guess the only thing I do is like make the lights be what they are now, but that does play a big role, but don't know if it was the answer you were looking for. No, see, I was going to say I turn on Disney, but it's not a everyday thing, How do you value your music single success from critics, plays, or reviews? So, obviously, when you get into the music business, everyone kind of falls into the trap of internalizing the music business's value system, which is your song is not a success unless it does X amount of numbers, X amount of streams, etc. That quickly leads to depression because you're valuing things that are out of your control. So, I've luckily I pulled myself out of, well, first I'll say this. Luckily, I never did quite give that much of a fuck about it, which I show by my actions of putting out a song every week. Like, how much could I really care about one specific song if I put out 80 of them, back to back to back to back? It kind of forces you to move on. But the other thing is, I value the success of my song based off of did I make what I love and did I put it out how I want and when I want. If I did all those things, then it's a success. I try to detach from the results. Sample Rehab by Amy Winehouse. I just feel like that's such a big song. I don't want to touch it, Do you really not like coffee? No, I don't. I don't like coffee. And I know that got some blowback. And we could indulge if y'all want. I don't have a problem with people who drink coffee. My manager drinks so much coffee. My mom drinks so much coffee. I just don't drink coffee, and I just knew that would piss people off, and I enjoy pushing people's buttons. So that's what I did. I didn't mean to. Well, no, it's not even true. I was going to say I didn't mean to offend the coffee community, but I absolutely did. What do I prefer then? Water. Prefer water. I prefer water. Water. I like the feeling of being able to get up, make it through my day, fully inspired, and even if I'm not inspired, I'm disciplined enough to get through it without throwing a fucking tantrum because I didn't have my caffeine fix. I think that's impressive. To have done this whole career with no coffee is remarkable. considering. Because everywhere I would walk in the industry, coffee was very close by. I know you guys want me to not just come to Riyadh, and what about Jeddah? And it's like, here's the thing. I go where I'm booked, right? Riyadh sent the offer, so I'm going there. And I feel like it's kind of fair, right? If I'm flying all the way from Atlanta, I got to fly to New York first and then Saudi. It's a long flight. I feel like y'all can meet me halfway in Riyadh. I can't make it exactly to your doorstep, but I feel like I'm making it all the way out there. Y'all can, you know what I mean? Koi, what's going on? Shout out to Coi Leray, man. I think she's a star. I think her melodies are awesome. I think her vocal execution is sick. And I think she gets a lot of hate for just no reason. But keep pushing. If you're watching, keep pushing. It's all waves. Kind of part of the shit. Ups, downs. It is what it is. As long as you float, you're good. Yeah, I think I do have a point. Man. I think if I'm making it all the way out somewhere, that's like 15 hours away. Someone making the trek of 2 hours to meet me somewhere that I travel 15 to is not bad. Oh, Koi, you're in Portugal. Enjoy that. Portugal's fire. The fans out there are incredible too. It's amazing energy. Kill it, be present, drink water, take care of your voice, and don't talk to people. Step one. I don't know what sidebar conversations are being had. I'm trying to eavesdrop via the comments, and I don't know what we're talking about. Favorite song I've created? Yeah, people have been asking that. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Ever thought to play in a movie? I have. We're currently writing a movie, so we're going to make one. It's going to be incredible. Smoke one, question mark. No, you know what? I haven't smoked all year. I really did a complete 180 on my life. Why don't I talk to people? Because you never know if that's going to be the conversation that completely fucks your day up and just drains you. No, I'm kidding. But for real, on tour, I try not to, I do as little of talking to people as possible because my energy is constantly zapped. So on tour, relax. Look at everyone. Just relax. Everyone's freaking out because I said don't talk to people. There was context with it. I was talking about being on tour. I think on tour, you need to preserve as much of your energy as possible. And you need to preserve your voice as much as possible. The vocal doctor literally told me, and John Mayer told me, that you just can't talk for 12 hours a day. So on tour, yeah, I try my best to not talk to people. Is that bad? I feel like that's great. Whatever happened to protect your energy, protect your peace, where y'all at? I thought we were all in agreement that that's what we're doing here. Or not. Someone said, why do you put the camera under your chin? All right. Now we're having issues with my angles. You know why? Because the phone is just here. It's just here. I'm just holding it, and it's just here. And this feels comfortable. That feels like I'm doing a musical. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm doing a musical, So this is where we're at. If you don't like the this means angle of my chin, if you don't like that, feel free. How do I protect my peace? Apparently, I'm not allowed to say how I protect my peace because it's so offensive that sometimes I don't want to talk to people. But that is how I protect my peace. I don't talk to people. I don't allow people to talk to me. I don't respond to people. I just don't allow anyone to enter. How do you unwind? What did you replace smoking with? Smoking was never this thing that it was like an everyday thing, and I was smoking throughout the day and I needed it to sleep. Smoking was something that I would occasionally do if I was in the studio, if I was drinking. I would never even just smoke straight up sober. I would only really smoke if I was drinking. So once I cut out drinking this year, for the most part, I've only drank a handful of times, 6 or 7 times. I was never really a heavy smoker like that, so I didn't need to like replace it with anything. But how do I unwind? I'm getting better at it. I just feel like people are having conversations that I don't know about. I would love to eavesdrop. Like someone said, but we are all going to try to chat you up. Like that sounds like I'm catching the back nine of a convo that I wish I would have been there for the first couple of holes, but wasn't. Don't know what's going on. So the gym is what he replaced it with. Not true. I didn't replace weed with anything because weed was not a part of my like routine. I would maybe smoke like once a month anyway, What keeps me inspired? Obsession with progress. What is my next big purchase? Probably just investing in my music, to be honest. I already did all the big purchases, I got my house, I got cars for everyone, I got houses for everyone. I'm doing crazy shit in my house, like, I don't know. I got all the big purchases out of the way. Now I'm just, like, dumping it onto the music. What's my gym routine? Depends on the day. I think we do like chest and back, shoulders and arms, and legs and abs. Some of y'all are very judgmental, and I get that. I get it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I get it. It's not a good trait, but I get it. You seem like an artsy guy. I don't know. I don't know if I would put me in that archetype. I feel like I never fit that archetype, but here I am making art, and I'm a guy, so feel free to throw me into that mold, into that box. Just never really felt right, though, What's the part you want to improve about yourself? My patience with myself. I'm just reading. What is my mom's favorite song of mine? Might be Civil War. She likes 3 a.m. a lot, though, too. 3 a.m., Civil War. Yeah. Am I getting any more tattoos? Yeah, at some point. I just don't want to. Not even don't want to. I'm just weary. Weary or wary? It's definitely not wary. What an idiot. It's definitely weary. I'm weary of putting things like on my right arm because I don't know if I'm fully committed. I don't know if that's me yet. I don't know if I'm the fully tatted guy yet. I don't know. And now that I'm working out, what I've noticed is you can't really see muscles that well when they're covered in tattoos. And I want to see my shit. I worked hard for it, you know? So I don't know. When am I coming out with another book? Not anytime soon, I don't think. I'm still sort of gathering information, learning new things. I got to have something to talk about, you know? So, please come back to South Africa. Well, I appreciate that. I am coming to South Africa in January, and the tickets are on sale now. For anyone wondering if I'm coming to your city, first of all, the North America tour is done, except for Hawaii. I'm coming to Hawaii in November. But overseas, all the tickets are on sales. I'm going everywhere around the world. It's crazy. Is it hard to trust people? The thing with trust, I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. The only way to figure out if you can trust somebody is by trusting them. So is it hard? I guess. But do you have a choice? No. If you want to figure out if you can trust somebody. Do you think you'll ever reach a point in life where you'll take a break or step back from music for a while? No. No. I make music. That's just like what I do. It's what I have to do it's like drinking water for me. It's just what I do. It's interesting because a lot of people, like, when I posted that video of me saying, oh, I'm about to just do nothing and I'm about to just be in the house doing nothing, embracing nothingness. And people saw me in the gym and they saw me putting out songs like, what happened? Like, I thought you're bullshit. And it was actually like really interesting to me because I was like, wow, okay, well, this is like a great sign for me. My version of nothingness just means like I'm in the house. I'm not leaving the house. I'm not doing interviews. I'm not talking to this person. I'm not doing anything career related. I'm not mixing and mingling with any of that shit. But obviously I'm still going to go to the gym. Obviously I'm still going to make music. Those are just things that I like to do. That's like for me, those are two hobbies, right? So if you tell somebody you're going to do nothing all summer and then you start playing video games and they're like, what? I thought you were going to do nothing. Why are you playing video games? It's like, did y'all actually think like I meant just sitting and staring at the wall? I was so confused when people say that. I think people actually thought that for 2 months I was going to sit and stare at the walls. Why don't I live in LA? I don't like LA like that. I love the fans, but I could never live there. It doesn't feel like home. It doesn't feel grounded to me. I love the fans in LA, but I can never live there. There's too much fake shit going on out there. I'm cool on it. But LA's got like some of the most diehard fans though, so I'll always fuck with the fans in LA, but I couldn't live out there. And I've talked with my LA fans about that. They understand. They know that I love them, but I just couldn't do it because it's too much industry weirdo shit going on out there. You know? My guy, Afion Crockett, was good.